Today, you wake up with the same thoughts you carried yesterday. Thoughts that have quietly shaped your choices, your emotions, and the direction of your life. But your mind is not fixed. It is alive, flexible, and ready to change. And in the next 3 days, you can shift it in a way that transforms your entire future. Not through force or motivation, but by understanding what your mind has been trying to show you all along. Day 1 begins with a simple truth. Your thoughts are not you. They are visitors passing through your mind, some staying longer than they should. Today, your only task is awareness. Somewhere inside you right now, a thought is sitting. Maybe fear, doubt, regret, or the belief that you are not enough. Instead of pushing it away or fighting it, simply notice it. The moment you observe a thought, it begins to lose its power. For years you treated your thoughts like facts, but today you step out of them and stand beside them as an observer. Whisper to yourself, I am the observer, not the thought, and feel the distance that forms between who you are and what you think. That small distance is the beginning of transformation. All meaningful change starts with awareness, not action. For the next 24 hours, watch your thoughts like clouds drifting across the sky. Let them come. Let them go, without chasing or holding on to any of them. Today, you are training your mind to separate truth from noise. This is the first step in changing your life in just 3 days. Tomorrow, on day 2, you will learn how to replace the thoughts that weaken you with the ones that rebuild you. But for now, simply breathe, observe, and let the shift begin. The change has already started, even if you haven't noticed it yet. As you move from the awareness of day 1 into day 2, something subtle begins to shift inside you. Because now, instead of drowning in your thoughts, you are watching them from a distance, and that distance gives you power you never realized you had. Today is about replacing. The thoughts that once controlled you are no longer in charge. And now you get to choose what stays in your mind and what doesn't. You begin by noticing which thoughts drain your energy the moment they appear, those quiet whispers. Like, I can't, I'm not ready, I will fail, or I'm not good enough. These are not truths. They are habits. And today, each time one appears, you gently replace it with a thought that strengthens you. When your mind says, I can't do this, you calmly answer, I can learn. When it says, I always fail, you respond, I am growing. When it says, I am not enough, you whisper, and I am becoming more every day. This simple replacement is not positive thinking. It is rewiring. Your brain listens to repetition more than anything else. And today, you are feeding it new patterns that shape your future. Every time you replace a weakening thought with an empowering one, a tiny path forms in your mind. And the more you walk that path, the stronger it becomes. Today is the day you teach your brain who is in control. You are not fighting old thoughts. You are training new ones. You are building a mind that works for you, not against you. And as this day ends, you'll notice something incredible. The thoughts that once overwhelmed you no longer feel heavy, because your mind is beginning to understand that you are the one choosing the direction. Tomorrow, day 3, will be the day everything locks into place. The day your new thoughts become a new identity. But for now, keep replacing, keep rewriting, and keep reminding yourself that you are not stuck. You are transforming. As day 3 begins, you step into the most powerful stage of this transformation, the moment where your new thoughts stop feeling like ideas and start becoming your identity. The awareness from day 1 taught you to separate yourself from the noise in your mind, and the replacement from day 2 gave you the ability to choose better thoughts. Now on day 3, you take ownership. This is the day you stop trying to change your mind and start living as the person whose mind has already changed. Today is about action. Not big action, but small, deliberate choices that prove to your brain that you are becoming someone new. When you wake up, you choose one thought that you replaced yesterday, and you act on it. If your new thought is, I am capable, then today you take one small step that reflects that capability, no matter how tiny it feels. If your new thought is, I am improving, then you do one thing that moves you forward. These small actions are not random. They are evidence, and the brain trusts evidence more than words. Every small step you take today will tell your mind, this is who I am. Now, you begin to notice a feeling rising inside you. Not excitement, not confidence, but something deeper, alignment. For the first time in a long time, your actions, your thoughts, and your identity are moving in the same direction. You no longer chase change, you embody it. And as the day unfolds, you realize something powerful. The old version of you is fading. Not because you fought it, but because you outgrew it. By the time today ends, your mind will feel different, lighter, clearer, stronger, because you have spent 3 days on learning, relearning, and finally becoming. This is the moment your new mental foundation settles into place. Tomorrow, you will continue this journey. But tonight, you rest knowing this truth. You didn't just change your mind. You changed your life. As you step into the next phase after changing your mind over these 3 days, something deeper begins to unfold. Because now the challenge is not transformation, but consistency. Change is powerful, but maintaining that change is where real strength is built. Today is about protecting the new identity you've created, guarding it from slipping back into the old patterns that once controlled you. You begin to realize that your environment, your habits, and the people around you influence your mind more than you ever noticed. So today, you choose wisely. You distance yourself from anything that pulls. You back into the person you no longer want to be. And you lean into the things that encourage growth, clarity, and strength. This is the moment you learn that a changed mind needs a changed atmosphere to survive. You start surrounding yourself with silence when you need focus, with positivity when you need direction, and with purpose when you need stability. You begin to understand that your mind listens to what you consistently feed it. So you decide to give it only what supports your new self. And as you make these choices throughout the day, you feel an inner calm rise inside. A calm that comes from knowing you are finally in control, not of the world, not of other people, but of yourself. You're no longer reacting to life. You are shaping it. This is the phase where your new identity becomes harder to break, because you are actively reinforcing it with every decision you make, every thought you choose, and every path you walk. And as the day ends, you look back and realize something important. Consistency is not about perfection. It is about commitment. Today, you prove to yourself that you are committed to the person you are becoming. And tomorrow, you will build from this place of strength. As you reach this final stage, you begin to understand that the real power of these 3 days was never about changing your mind. Temporarily, it was about awakening a version of yourself that had been waiting beneath the noise, the doubt and the fear. Today is the day everything comes together. The day you look at your journey not as a quick shift, but as the beginning of a lifetime transformation. You realize now that awareness helped you break free from the thoughts that once controlled you. Replacement gave you the strength to choose better beliefs. And consistency taught you how to protect your new identity. But the final step is something deeper: ownership. Today, you claim the person you have become. You no longer ask, "Can I stay this way?" You decide, "This is who I am now." You walk differently, think differently, and breathe differently because your mind is no longer a battlefield. It is your home. And in that home, you have created space for peace, discipline, focus, and self-respect. As you move forward, you will still face challenges, you will still meet moments of doubt, but you will no longer be the person who breaks under them. You have built a mind that bends but does not fall, a mind that adapts but does not surrender. And as this journey ends, you understand the truth. Your life didn't change in 3 days. You changed in 3 days, and that change will continue to ripple through every day that follows. This is your new beginning. This is your new identity. And from this moment on, you are no longer becoming. You are already the person you once hoped to be.